Okay, so the number one absolute best way to improve your running is to run more. Now, of course, run more is like up here, and there's a bunch of little things that come down that make up running more. Uh, running really easy, doing hard runs, nutrition, sleep, unloading days, unloading weeks, etc. All this comes into play. Doing consistent strength and mobility. But run more is at the top. You run more, you do all the little things that let you run more, and you will improve as a runner. That's why the elites started running in high school at 30 miles a week. 10 years, 15 years later, they're doing 130 miles a week. They just need to keep adding that stimulation. The workouts they do don't change as much as the average volume they do throughout the years. But what you need to do to run more, regardless of how much you're actually running and your fitness level, you need to run easy to run more. That's how it works. You can't run more at a moderately hard effort throughout the week. You need to run easy. And many people struggle with this idea about running easy because they feel like there's no benefit from it. But just because it's not a hard run doesn't mean you're not benefiting from an easy run. And I wanted to talk about the I had to flip my eggs. So I wanted to talk about the documentation of the East Africans and their training. And these are guys running 28-minute 10Ks. They're running 2:15 marathons, and they will go and do easy runs 5 to 10 times a week, 10K type loops at an 8 to a 10-minute pace. There's documentation from Westerners who have gone to East Africa, trained with these athletes, and they're shocked by how easy some of these Africans run. And it's almost a walking pace at times. But to run 100 to 140 miles a week, you need to do a lot of that distance at a very slow, very easy effort. And just because it's not hard doesn't mean you're not benefiting from it. You're still taking steps. You're still taking thousands of steps during these easy short runs. And that is still adding volume, adding time on your feet, but it's not negatively affecting how you recover and adapt from the hard efforts. So, how slow should these be? Well, a good recommendation is take your 5K race pace and multiply it by 1.2 to 1.4. For me, I just go out and run easy. I rarely record the distance of my easy runs if I know the loop I'm going to take. And I just run it in easy perceived effort. And it could be an 8-minute pace, it could be a 10-minute pace. It depends on the day, my previous meal, the terrain, etc. But you got to run easy to run more. And running more is the best way to improve as an athlete.